Hello, my Earth sign Taurus. This is Della Noel with the Light Treasury Tarot, and I am here today with your July 2018 general reading. If you would like something that's more specific to you, a personalized reading, I have the link to my Etsy store below, so please feel free to go and check that out. Again, this is the general reading for July 2018. Okay. And I am shuffling the cards as we speak to get a good energy spread for the month of July. Feels a little heavy. Let's see here. Like you're in the thick of it in some way. Let's take a look. Yep. Yep. Oh, this is really cool. Okay. Okay, Taurus. Interesting July. So in the first week here, we've got the Five of Pentacles in reverse along with the Here and Now card. And I think this is really cool. I think this is a really pretty message. So the Five of Pentacles in reverse, to me, it signifies like the end of financial worries, right? And in this case, like, I don't even know that it's going to be something from the outside. This is really deeply internal for you. I feel like this is a really internal month. Very much about your own psyche, your own emotions, your own intuition. It's not so much about the outward that we're dealing with here. And when I see this Five of Pentacles in reverse with the Here and Now, it's almost like you have made like a conscious decision, or you're making a conscious decision to stop worrying about finances for a minute here. Stop worrying about finances, stop worrying about material possessions, and just focus on what is happening now. Like your focus is brought back to now, whether it's a situation that's bringing you back to now, or whether it's your own, understanding of the world or your life, or maybe what you've gone through in the past, or what you're just feeling. But it's very deep, and it's like it's bringing you back to this idea of like appreciating what's here and dealing with what's here. And like, okay, money is, it'll be here. Money comes, it goes. I'm not going to focus on that right now. What I'm focused on is what's happening here and now. Either you've come to this decision, or you're coming to this decision, or it's really pretty though. Like money's important, right? Like it's a part of our lives, it's a part of all of our lives. And it deserves, as a tool, it deserves the respect that, any other tool that we have in our lives would, but it's also not everything. And when we focus our worries on the material, and we focus our lives on the material, it creates an imbalance. Again, it's a part of our lives, and if you don't think about it at all or worry about it at all, that can create an imbalance as well. It's an energy, it's a tool, just like anything else. So you are focusing on what is happening now, not what's happened in the past or what's happening in the future. You are thinking about right now. And I think that that's beautiful. Then we have the shadow side and deep knowing in reverse. And I just feel like this is so pretty. Again, it's like your shadow side, the dark side. Every situation has a dark side or a shadow side. And what I love about this is it's like it's being exposed. And when darkness is exposed to light, that's when it can heal. Like things don't fester in the light like they do in the darkness. And it's like you're bringing out the unknown, like maybe what's been down deep, that's been bothering you, like you're healing it. And maybe it's been avoided in the past, and you've known about it and you've been avoiding it maybe, but it's like it's going to come up. It's coming up. It's bubbling up to the top, and it's beautiful because now you can deal with it. You can work with it, and you can expose it to the light. And I think that that's just beautiful. In the third week of July, we have karma in reverse and the fates. When I see this, I feel like there's something that's not completely in your control that's going on. And that might be like why you're at this point where you're like, I'm not worried about anything but what's happening right now. And I'm exposing this darkness and I'm working with it and I'm understanding myself. And, whatever this event is, whatever's been happening is kind of bringing you to this place of like, I don't really have a whole lot of control over this. And I'm just going to surrender to it and I'm going with it. And I think, again, it's pretty, it's tough. But we all have these seasons of life. And it just so happens to be maybe you're going through something like this right now. And it's a season of life. It does pass. But the lessons and the beauty that you gain from it, I think is beautiful. And it helps you stay on your journey, get onto your path, keep onto your path. I don't think this is totally in your control right now. And what is in your control, obviously, you deal with and you work with reasonably, and what's not, you kind of just flow with it. And I don't think it's necessarily bad. It's just like there's like an acceptance there. Like you need to see it for what it is. Like you need to see, okay, there's darkness in it. Great, let's expose it. Let's work with this. And there's also light in it. Any situation is going to have a silver lining. There's light and there's dark, right? It's never exclusively one or the other. So you're working with it, and I think it's beautiful. And then in the last week of July, we've got the Six of Cups and the To Be Fair card in reverse. I think that you're changing the way that you do things. I think for a long time you've been just doing things like kind of by habit. Like we're raised by and bless them, parents, grandparents, whoever it is that raised us in our lives. They do they do their best. But we do pick up some interesting habits and some interesting beliefs and thoughts. And I feel like maybe there's been something that you've accepted as truth for a long time, and you're starting to realize like, hey, maybe I have my own take on this. Maybe I've got my own opinion that's come out of this growing process and this learning process that I've been going through. And I'm kind of re-examining my past and maybe like, let's not live in our past anymore, right? Here and now, like, let's come forward. let's not live in our past and the way that things have, been, or whatever the case, or how we've viewed things or learned things. Like, let's be fair to ourselves, and let's just weigh all the cards on the table here. Like, let's just look at what we believe, and and give our thoughts the time of day, and don't just assume that things are what we've always learned they are. I think that this is just a really personal month for you. Just a lot of growth and a lot of personal understanding, just deep knowing, personal understanding. I think it's beautiful. Like, I hate to keep saying that. And I know it's not your traditional, like, beautiful in the sense of like, oh, yay, 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, like all these beautiful energies that we love to see. I mean, don't get me wrong. When I see those in readings for myself, I get very excited. I love those. And sometimes things like this bring a little bit of anxiety, honestly. But when I'm looking at it for you, like, I just feel like there's so much to be gained and grown here. And this is going to help you, like, to later on come to these places of like 10 of Cups, Ace of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, like all like these completion type, like celebrations, like you know what I mean? Like, this is what brings those on. Like, how do you think we get there if we don't do the work first, right? Like, this is how we do the work. We become happy. Like, this is part of the process. And I think it's beautiful. So anyway, thank you so much, Taurus, for being here with me today. And I really appreciate it. Like I said, if you're looking for a personalized reading, take a look at my Etsy page, and you can grab one there. So again, thank you, and I hope that this was helpful to you. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know that this is something that you want me to keep doing. And I'm, again, so grateful. Okay, I will see you guys soon. Thank you. Bye.